So this movie has an insane cast. I'm not going to talk about everybody, but I'm going to talk about quite a few. Will Arnett plays Batman. Michael Cera plays Robin. The guy from G-Force plays the Joker. Jenny Slate, who was the mayor in Zootopia. Um, she fucking plays Harley Quinn. Conan O'Brien, that the night guy, plays the Riddler in a small role. The guy that plays Alfred is Voldemort from Harry Potter. Um, Bradley D. Williams gets to return as Two Face. He was originally supposed to be Two Face in the Batman 1989 movie. He was Harvey Dent in that movie, and they were going to bring him back for a later movie. But that didn't happen, and he was later replaced by a white guy. So it's cool to see him finally get to play Two Face, even if it's a very small role. Green Lantern is played by Hal Jordan, which. Not Hal Jordan. Jonan Hill, who's reprising his role because he was also Hal Jordan in the Lego movie. This movie's just got a really crazy cast. The girl that plays Catwoman is the same one that would later go on to play her in Batman. You know, the Batman 2022, Zoe Kravitz, who's had some controversy. She plays Catwoman in this movie. But she's got like two lines. Voldemort is also in this movie, but not played by the actor that played Voldemort in Harry Potter. Instead, Voldemort is played by a gender fluid person named Eddie Lizard, which I thought was really cool, especially because of how transphobic J.K. Rowling is to see one of her characters played by a trans actor. It's just, hilarious. But there's plenty of other actors, so if you want to list them in the comments, yeah, there's some amazing actors in this movie. So let's talk about the plot of this movie. It's a bit odd. It's a kids' movie, and they kind of hint, or at least to my understanding, make it seem like the Batman in this movie is the same Batman from all the other movies. Like, they're like, oh, you had that weird phase in the 60s as Adam West. They talk about all the other movies with Michael Keaton and stuff. They make fun of the bat nipples in Batman and Robin, even though they were in Batman Forever. Okay, they could have made fun of it for both of them, but I guess the joke wouldn't work as well then. They also have like a Batman versus Superman reference, which that movie had only came out last year at this point. And instead of it being like the actual Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck, it's a Lego Batman and a Superman standing off. So this Batman's apparently been around a long while. Adam West would end up passing away only a few months after this movie, and they make a lot of jokes against Adam West. I think most of them are lighthearted, but I mean, they felt a little mean to me. They do, near the end of the movie, have Batman use shark repellent and say, oh, it's not useless after all, when defeating Jaws. Which, that's another cool thing about this movie, is they do a bunch of characters that aren't just DC characters. They have Jaws, they have the Daleks from Doctor Who, they have King Kong, they have a dinosaur from Jurassic Park, they have all kinds of them. And King Kong was voiced by Seth Green. There's just so many cool stuff about this movie. The I'm Batman, I'm awesome, I got a 9-pack. It's still something I quote to this day because it's pretty funny. The beginning opening song with him saying he doesn't pay his taxes is hilarious. This movie's a lot of fun, but there's a lot of it I don't like about it, and I'll always prefer the original Lego Batman movie that not as many people talk about. The one that came out in 2012, which was basically just the Lego Batman 2 DS game, but with like more, cutscenes. But it was just like really good. The story was really good, so you can excuse the laziness of it that it got released on DVD as a full movie, and it was like a movie. It was good. I still plan to review that one day. I still got it on DVD. The plot of this movie is Batman doesn't want to accept that Joker is his arch nemesis, and he also accidentally adopts Robin because he's too busy staring at Barbara Gordon. That isn't a big part of this movie, but will always be weird. Why would you want to date your best friend's daughter? Commissioner Gordon is also in this movie, but he has a very small role. He's actually retiring from being commissioner in this movie. Um, just yeah, it was like hated on, like what, last year in Batman: The Killing Joke when this movie came out, and like I just said, that they made a reference to a movie that came out last year, and they still made this a somewhat plot device in the movie. Um, he even says they're like a family near the end of the movie, but then flirts with her. Just a little weird. I didn't like it when it happened, and I don't like it now. It's just weird. Batman doesn't want to accept that Joker is his worst enemy or something. It's not that funny to me. A lot of people really like this movie, but there's elements of it I really enjoy, and then there's stuff I don't. I'm not as big as a fan of this movie as other people are, but at the end of the day, it's a kids movie and it's fun. Joker has like all of the villains teaming up with him, including lesser known villains like Orca. I love Orca. I liked when she got married to Killer Croc in the Injustice comics. That is what I mainly know her from. But they have a bunch of other underrated villains in this movie, like Kite Man and Calendar Man and stuff. And then they have villains that I don't know why they put in the kids' movie, because Tarantula's in this movie. And one of the things she's most well known for is a woman writer had her rape Nightwing and then later went on to say that it wasn't rape because he was a man. So, I don't know why Tarantula was here. But, I guess it was cool that they had some underrated characters in this movie. And they have a little joke with the pilot going, "You just made some of those up." But no, all of the characters in this movie are pretty real. Um, it's a fun movie. It's a good kids movie. Batman's very selfish, and in the end, he becomes a better person. He accepts that Joker's his worst enemy and says, "I hate you." And then the movie ends. Honestly, I don't have that much to talk about with this movie because there's some stuff I liked and some stuff I didn't. I'm very mixed on this movie. Um, I wasn't a fan of Jenny Slate as Harley Quinn, though she didn't do that much. Like, she didn't really sound like Harley Quinn to me. Everybody else I thought did pretty good. But then again, like, the main focus of this movie is Batman, Robin, and Joker. So, like, you don't get to really form an opinion on most of the characters. Bradley D. Williams as Two-Face was fucking awesome. Like, I'm so glad he got to play Two-Face, even if it's a Lego movie. And it's like 30-something years later since he was supposed to play him. It's really cool that he actually got to play him, because a lot of actors can't say that, where they were originally supposed to play a character, and then they got recast, and then they never get to play that character. So to see him actually get to play Two-Face in this movie was pretty cool. And yeah, that's the Lego Batman.